Hey everyone, Dr. Michael Breus, the sleep doctor here. I wanted to take a minute to talk to my gamer friends out there. This one is for you. I'll just come right out and say it. Gaming can mess with your sleep, but this is not one of those videos where I'm going to tell you to stop playing video games. I know gaming can require incredible amounts of focus and concentration, and getting quality sleep can have a tremendous impact on your ability to play. In fact, I had the cool opportunity recently to visit one of the biggest esports and gaming conferences in the world. And I was there specifically to talk to some of the world's best gamers about how to improve the quality and quantity of their sleep. Since I had so much fun on that trip, I thought I would share with you a few of the tips that I offered the professionals. Okay, before we get into what to do for sleep, let's talk quickly about why long stretches of playing video games can actually disrupt your sleep. Research has shown that gaming can lead to less total sleep time. So we're talking about after you fall asleep till when you wake up. Delayed bedtime, so people are up later playing longer. It could actually take longer to fall asleep once you've actually gotten in bed because you're all kind of juiced up. And once asleep, spending less time in that deep, slow wave sleep. And remember, deep, slow wave sleep is where you're actually getting a physical restoration. You really want that deep, slow wave sleep. So why is this happening? Well, it kind of makes sense because if you're playing an intense video game or trying to solve a uniquely challenging puzzle, it can take a while for your body to come down after that adrenaline surge. Not only that, but if you're playing video games late into the night, the blue light coming from your TV or computer monitor is bathing you all night long, and it's doing you no favors because it's going to affect your melatonin production. So let's take a look at some ways to get the most out of your gaming time and still get the sleep you need. First thing you want to do is make some time to wind down, or what I call getting some runway to land the plane. I call this the power down hour, and really, it's the last hour before bed that's the most important. Gaming at night triggers mental and physical arousal. In a 2005 study, they found that gaming at night increases your heart rate, not a big surprise there, reduces feelings of sleepiness, makes it more difficult to transition into sleep, and you spend less time in REM sleep. So do me a favor. Try to end your game an hour before bed to give yourself the best chance at getting some of that deep restorative sleep. And by the way, winding down at night is an important part of a good bedtime routine. So for some tips on how to wind down and some more specific sleep advice, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Now, the other thing I'd like you to do is during the last hour of the gaming session, grab a pair of blue light blocking glasses and use those. The benefits of blue light glasses are numerous, but they'll limit the blue light coming into your brain, which remember impedes melatonin production, and it helps make the power down hour much more beneficial. You can find blue light glasses all over the place, but there are three things you want to look for. You want to have the amber lens that helps with brightness. You want to make sure that they are coated for 460 to 480 nanometers of blocking that frequency. And you want to make sure that they're big enough so that they cover your entire eye. This will make them much more effective. Next, commit to a daily time limit. Longer stretches of gaming are actually linked to less total sleep time, more trouble falling asleep, and of course, more daytime sleepiness. If it's possible, game in 45-minute blocks, then take 5 minutes, walk outside, get some fresh air. You can do maybe 15 or 20 minutes of sit-ups, push-ups, just to kind of bring that energy level back up, and don't game for longer than 7 hours at any one stretch. Next, stick to a regular sleep schedule and wake times as much as you possibly can. Research shows that longer periods of gaming were linked to later bedtimes and later wake-up times with greater daytime sleepiness. This can all add up to something called social jet lag. Social jet lag is when you stay up late Friday night, sleep in Saturday, stay up late Saturday night, sleep in Sunday. When Sunday night comes around, guess what your body wants to do? It wants to stay up late on Sunday and sleep in on Monday. This disruption to our circadian rhythm can have profound mental as well as physiological effects. Do me one more favor, avoid playing video games too close to your bedtime. Remember, intense video games, they're fast-paced, often with lots of action and demands for rapid reactions and decision-making. They require a very high degree of focused attention and vigilance and contain a lot of visual information on screen for your brain to process. A 2019 study found that both the duration of the video game playing and the intensity of the games were predictors of poor sleep quality. Among the two, the intensity level of the video games was a much stronger predictor of problems with sleep quality than the actual duration of the gaming. So do yourself a favor, be sure to give yourself that power down hour to prepare for sleep. My final tip is this: be mindful of your caffeine intake. It can be really easy to grab an energy drink to keep your focus or your gaming edge. Remember, caffeine has a half-life of between 6 and 8 hours, meaning that 6 to 8 hours, at least 50% of it is still swimming around your brain. You may not feel any of the effects, but your brain definitely does, and this could contribute to difficulty falling asleep or staying asleep. So a lot of people like to know, well, when should I stop caffeine? Anywhere from 8 to 10 hours before lights out is going to be your best bet. So if you're going to bed at 10, stopping around 2. But look, there's a ton to know about caffeine and sleep. And if you want my expert tips on how to drink coffee and caffeine and still get great sleep, check out my video about that right here. Remember, sleep and gaming are not mutually exclusive. Just follow a few of these tips to get your best sleep and play at your sharpest. This is Dr. Michael Breus, the gamer and sleep doctor, wishing you sweet dreams.